So I feel that EQ is a lot more important than IQ, because that usually gives a balance in a student or even in a person's life, because a person needs to understand and even control his emotions under any given circumstances. Just blowing his head off for petty issues, that gives a very bad it gives a very bad image about a person when he can't control his emotions. So I feel that a person or student, anybody would need to control the emotions or keep the emotions under check. And feel keeping emotional balance is a lot more important than IQ. Not that IQ is lot inferior, but IQ is also required. But a person should know need to strike a fine balance between EQ and IQ. Thank you.
Thank you, Raghu. I see that you control your emotions even when we have distractions from this.
Carry on, we can. Yeah, laptop can be set up later.
Later. The next topic is what is your favorite place in Chennai? Why? Toastmasters Sendil Gopu. What is your favorite place in Chennai and why?
Good evening, friends.
Good evening.
So I am not. My native place is Europe. I am not belongs to Chennai. So I came here for my studies at 2001. The place which I love most is the beaches, because there I can find all the fishes. Even if we take fish from fish market and cook, we can cook only one type of fish. But if we go to any Marina Beach, and we can find a lot of shops where we can see all the fishes laying down there. Last time, I think 1 month back, some friend came from a place and he asked me, I visited your place, you need to take me to some place. So I took him to Marina Beach. We visited the memorials, and then we walked towards the sea, and finally there was a fish shop. So he was very excited by seeing that. He greeted me like, yeah, finally you showed me something special. So he picked some fish and ate. Finally he was happy and went home. So the best place I love is beaches. Thank you.
The next one is very interesting. Who do you admire the most? Who do you admire the most and why? Toastmaster Devraj. Who do you admire the most and why? Devraj.
My topic is who I admire most. I admire many people actually. One of the thing is Kamrajar, because he only built our school in my hometown. He only built our school. So that time he planned every 5 kilometers one school will be there, need to be there. So that time there is no budget, everything. But he pushed, okay, we have to spend that much money into the education, then only we will grow. But so we can see that tremendously we increased. So right now the education level of Tamil Nadu is very high. That's one of the reason. And then I can say another is Abdul Kalam. So he traveled from 0 to we reached Mangalyaan, Chandrayaan. This level we reached. So first satellite we will actually taking the bullock car. Now we are till reach the Chandrayaan 2. So they are all actually made me to. I am also part of you. I can reach till that much. So why can't you do your best to what your passion? This kind of thoughts sometimes it will come. So have a passion and then solve what you can do, and then how to serve to your society. Like that, they show me some path. So I am admire those kind of leaders. So thank you.
Thank you, Devraj. The next topic is how do you define success? Guest Jaypal. How do you define success?
Success, it depends upon the time, it depends upon the place, it depends upon the people. To me, the most successful person in the world, probably all of you will disagree with me. Adolf Hitler. You know why he's so successful? He was a patriot. He was born as a very poor man and born to an excise official, punished by his father very badly, pampered by his mother. He wanted to be a great artist, a painter, but divinity has made him to be a soldier in World War I. You know something? He got 3 Iron Cross awards for value he has shown. That was it. A success. But after the World War, he was unemployed. The whole Germany, his nation, was in turmoil. Millions of people didn't have job. And he created a party called National Socialist Party. The abbreviation is Nazi. And you know something? With all his efforts, the party was in minority, but he could get the role of the government of Germany. And within a matter of 2 years, there was no unemployment in the whole of nation, Germany. And you know something? He's the first person who created a car for the normal man. It's called Volkswagen. It's called as Bobby. The first air-cooled vehicle for a normal man. And he's the first person who built Autobahn, the greatest highway. Even now, after more than 50 years of time, it is well maintained. There's no repair needed for that. That is success. But people call him as a villain of the world. How can you? You're telling Alexander is a great man. How many millions of people were murdered by him? You tell Genghis Khan the greatest, he also murdered many people. You're telling Akbar the Great is a good man. Shah Jahan, how many artists were punished by him? So, success depends upon the people, place and time. Over to tabletop remarks.
Thank you, sir. The next topic is what recent memory make you smile the most? What recent memory make you smile the most? Guest Devi. What recent memory make you smile the most?
Sorry, this is my first speech. I didn't expect it from me. So the recent memory, mostly I smiling most when I watch comedies in TVs. So in my organization we have entertainment TV and all. During the lunch we have played comedies. I call it that channel. So that is the only thing. No such memory reminded me on spot. Sorry.
What money cannot buy? What money cannot buy? Guest Gunal. What money cannot buy?
So I can say that the air which you are getting right now is the thing which you cannot buy. It is inbuilt into the nature, and I would urge everyone to admire that nature and make sure that you don't pollute it and just have the beauty and enjoy the natural presence which we have, which will help us to grow healthy, as well as it will create a present environment where you can be a very very ideologically, where it can help you out in building the good society as such, So to my knowledge, the nature which you think is one which you cannot buy. So that's it.
Oh, thanks. Next one is, when have you worked hard and loved every minute of it? Guest Saravana. When have you worked hard and loved every minute of it?
The thing I worked hard and loved every minute of it is when I was at my home. Okay. So everybody know like there are two things. One is work, another one is life, and that is the balance which we have to have. Even my wife, she's a homemaker. Even then also there is a work for her. So during Saturdays and Sundays, I make it a point to spend my time with my wife and child. So that is my best thing in my whole time in a week. Okay. The second important thing I would like to have is being part of this Toastmasters also. Because I mean past 7 or 8 years I was part of Toastmaster, but I have never had time to come to this Toastmaster. So I wanted to be a member here as well as spend time with you, all of you, during this weekend session and to make my life and your life also better. That is another thing. The third thing where I like most is make the community better as well. So one of the things I do as part of my job, also as part of my career, is also to teach the kids, my daughter's friends and all, on like computer science and some of the subjects. So these are the things I like. So in short, what I would say here is I like the things which I do and which I like most. So that's it.
Thank you, Savan. We'll take up our last topic for today. What is the habit that you would like to implement in the next 30 days and why? Guest Vinay Kumar. What is the habit that you would like to implement in the next 30 days and why?
Well, thanks for that particular topic because it's a wonderful opportunity to multiply and create more opportunities. So one good habit that all of us would like to have and all of us would like me to speak is creating more habits. So coming to Toastmaster is all about creating new habits. Speaking creates more habits. So if you got a wonderful opportunity to multiply things, why not? My habit would be to create more habits in the next 30 days so that it could keep on magnifying, reach everyone, and in fact help myself as well as the community. I think that's a wonderful habit for every one of us to have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll hand over the session now to Toastmasters today.
Thank you, Toastmaster. I request the timer to read out the name of the qualified speakers and then the qualified table topic speakers.
Okay. So, Prasad, first speech 5 minutes 55 seconds.
Just read out the names.
Who are the qualified names?
Names.
Okay. Prasad, Ramki, the prepared speeches, and the table topics Divya,
Table
Rohit.
topics, I request the member to raise their name, please.
Yeah. Divya, Rohit, Sendil, Devraj, Jaipal, Kunal, and Sarvana.
Thank you. We have now moved on to the final session of today's meeting, and for this meeting will be conducted. Kindly vote for a best speaker and best table topic speaker. The balance given to you.
Everyone having ballots?
If you do not have ballots, I request the surgeon at arms to distribute it.
Please raise your hand if you don't have.
This item control was generally evaluated for today's meeting. ATM Sampath Sonia.
What is the time now?
Time is 4:45.
Thank you.
42.
Now we come to the evaluation session. It has got two parts. There is the speech evaluation, which we will take up first. Speaker one was Toastmaster Prasad. So his speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Mohana Sundaram. Mohana Sundaram is a software engineer and he is passionate about reading books. His opinion about social media is it depends on how we use it. If you don't like it, don't go there. It's very good advice.
Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, good afternoon. The first 20 minutes, the first 20 seconds of the speech grabbed the attention of the speakers, and he done very good. And evaluations. My duty is to evaluate the speech, and evaluation is basically there are the 6 parameters, and one is a clarity. Clarity means his spoken language is very good and during the speech. Second one is vocal variety. Vocal variety indicates how good you speech means tones, how smoothly you use that low, up, low, high and medium, and during that I spot your speech is going very, it was going very medium, and I don't find any up and down. So I recommend one thing for you. And the third one is eye contact. Eye contact was very good. And the fourth one is a gesture, and you use the hands and legs very good. And fifth one is audience awareness. You create the audience awareness that don't promise anything before knowing the depth. I really like it. And sixth one is a comfort level. Comfort level indicates that how good you stand before the audience. It was really good. And last one is the interest. I really enjoyed your speech very much, and there is no issue with me. Thank you very much.
The second speech today was from Toastmaster Ramki. This speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Faisal. Toastmaster Faisal is from Kerala, but he is on deputation in Chennai. He is a teacher who is here doing some research work. He loves reading, playing football, and watching movies. And he likes mentoring students as he is a teacher. Social media has given opportunity for everyone to express their creativity. In that sense, it has a democratizing impact on society. A very nice thought. So let me invite Toastmaster Faisal to do the evaluation.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. Good afternoon. Who is not baffled by a dream? Who is not shocked by a dream? Who is not devastated by a dream? And who is not fascinated by a dream? Toastmaster Ramki has made a speech on dream, which has a constant fascination for human being. Ramki, you have made a speech that was really enlightening, enriching, as well as interesting. Topic-wise, you have chosen a very interesting theme. As far as the structure of your speech is concerned, it was a well-organized speech. It had a very good beginning, it had a middle with a very good content, as well as a conclusion. I would like to tell you that the beginning actually you made in a very exciting as well as thrilling way. While talking about a dream, you were talking about an imaginary dream that you had, which actually helped the audience to be hooked by you. Actually, we were waiting for what actually you were going to talk about. And in the content, you made mention of the definition of a dream, and then you went on speaking about a few mind-boggling aspects of a dream. Then, in the conclusion, you made certain remarks about how this become a kind of a manifestation of our internal urges. And to talk about your comfort, I have been watching you from day one. You have become very much comfortable, and then you are having a lot of stage presence. You are making conscious efforts to keep an eye contact with the audience. That was one of the suggestions given to you, so I am very happy about that. Then you were trying to bring in a lot of clarity as well. Having said all these positive aspects of your speech, I would like to tell you a couple of suggestions. Number one, the language appeared to be a little bit tough. Of course, we do have the script, which will be a little bit tough. But you could have made it simplified by making certain rephrasing remarks in between. So much so that the audience will not feel a disconnect between you as well as your speech. That's number one. Number two, the speech about dream could have been personalized by bringing in some of your personal experiences of a dream. So for example, a couple of days I had a dream when I was traveling from Kerala all the way from Kerala down to Chennai. I was in Alleppey Express, but throughout the night I was in a dream. In the dream as well, I was in Alleppey Express, but there was a difference. In the dream, my bag was missing. But when I reached Central Railway Station at 5:30, only I realized that my bag was actually glued to my own head. So you could have made some of your personal experiences of a dream so much so that the speech would have become more fitting.